Hello again!
Hello!
Welcome to the show.
We're back. It's another day. It's another drive. You're almost there.
You'll be there soon.
Maybe. I don't really know how far away you work from your original destination point of...
Maybe you just started this.
And maybe you work in, like, Irvine and live in Ontario.
Yeah, that would be a beast.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Guys, I got some hot stuff to talk about this episode.
Here we go.
Some sweet video game news. Okay.
Here is the video game news.
Everyone's so excited for this.
Yeah,
Of my
everybody just tuned right on out. Okay,
Yeah,
so
they're like,
World
oh,
of
video
Warcraft, here it comes.
They're putting that plus 15.
Yeah. World of Warcraft just dropped WoW Classic, where they're actually taking the game all the way back to its original, and it is just taking the internet by storm right now.
The whole internet
So
is
what-
in love with a video game that started in 2005.
yeah,
So like
15 years ago.
So it's World of Warcraft Classic.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Uh-huh.
It is a different game. It is not World of Warcraft. It is World of Warcraft Classic. And it is exactly what WoW was at launch.
Okay. And you guys all did that like right away.
I
You
did
both
not.
played that.
I did not play.
No?
I never played WoW Classic.
Okay.
I started when, what was it? Burning. What was the first expansion?
Where you can go from level 60 to 70.
Yeah, so you started
Yeah.
playing on this, and you know,
Whatever. So
I gave Josiah one of my slave accounts and
Yeah,
that I
I-
just used for like mining ore, and Josiah was like, "Yay, sure, video games," and it was more fun than doing school. So
I did it, and eventually became Justin's tank because he was like, I only want to play a warlock.
yeah, so we and now
guys
the
are
whole entirety of the internet is in love with a game from 25 years ago.
15.
That's because everything nowadays is a throwback.
Yep. Throwback is so hot right now.
Everything is throwing back.
Speaking of throwbacks and coming back to town, Minecraft coming back hard.
What?
Yeah,
What do
super
you mean?
hard. PewDie, who just hit 1 million subs on YouTube,
PewDiePie.
is now super hard into Minecraft. And
Just 1 million.
Isn't that what he... Oh, sorry. Did he hit 1 billion?
I think he hit 1 billion.
Yeah,
so
there was a big one with a whole bunch of zeros milestone. I think he hit 1
Yeah.
billion subs. So
a
one...
lot of people have 1 million.
Yeah, so 1/20th...
Did he? Really? I don't believe you.
He
Okay.
did. It was all over TikTok.
Many subs PewDiePie.
Yeah, so PewDiePie, he is the billion of subs.
100 million.
Oh,
I was
100
like,
million.
there's-
Sorry.
There's no way.
I'm sorry. So 100 million. So 1 out of every 3 people in the United States is... So every 9-year-old, basically.
And his net worth is 30 million.
Yeah.
Nice. Just from...
Yeah, Minecraft though.
What
Huge
happened?
comeback.
Huge.
Why?
There's been a lot of people stopped playing probably, I don't know, 5 years ago.
Because Fortnite.
Basically
and
when
Overwatch
when
and
Fortnite dropped and,
Dota, everybody was playing a shooter battle royale thing.
and then during that time Minecraft has had so many updates that have added so many things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really like a different game now.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you can
played
do
it's
so
not
much
even
more.
squares, everything's a circle.
I
Yeah.
played on the PS4,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What are these things attacking me?
Yeah.
Like, why am I getting speared in the ocean now? This isn't the original Minecraft."
Yeah, it's way different.
Yeah.
So it's actually attracting just
And then in
basically
15
all the
years,
old players.
They're going to release Minecraft Classic.
That just takes you all the way back to
All
the
the way, it
original.
rolls it all the way back to the original crummy version that hasn't been patched. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my video game news.
Wait, so
keep it brief.
Is WoW Classic, since we're using current day internet, like, is it way better now to play because there's not as much lag, like not as
I mean, yeah, it won't
pings
lag
are
anymore,
shorter.
but I'm pretty sure I read that they are bringing back like all the original textures and like it's going to look like it did back then,
but
Yeah.
it'll feel better because of the
but it'll be
infrastructure.
smoother.
Okay.
Because you have a better computer now.
That's
than
why
you did
everyone's
10
better
years
playing
ago.
internet connection. Yeah.
So it's still this tiny game compared to all the giant games we have now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I played original WoW,
Mm-hmm.
I played it on a 1.1 gigahertz AMD
AMD, not
with
even Intel.
4 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, I had 4 gigs of RAM.
I mean, 4 gigs of RAM was a lot back then.
My phone has more than a 4 or Does it have 4 gigs of RAM on?
No.
I think
it has a better processor.
Yeah, a 1.1 gig. It was so bad. It was unthinkably awful. And now we're just like looking at it. Like for us, WoW is like Pac-Man, right? Like our parents would be like, "Dude, I remember the original Pac-Man or Donkey Kong."
Yeah, when they like remaster it and re-release it on the PS4.
And now like Mario Maker,
Pac-Man 2020.
the best game I've ever seen in my life is Mario Maker because
What's Mario Maker?
Mario Maker,
It's so old.
everybody produces their own like personally made Mario level and then submits it.
Huh.
But you can't submit a level that will just kill people and they can't beat because you have to run the level yourself and beat it and then submit it to Nintendo.
It has to be completable before you could submit
and then people go through an endless Mario map of just levels of Mario that have been submitted from all over the
just
world.
like the classic Mario where you're just scrolling along the screen, but you make all
but
the
it's from
different-
every generation possible of Mario put together. So there's Mario 1, 2, 3, 4, Mario 64, Mario GameCube, Mario Wii U, all the way up. So you could select, like you could have Mario Wii U running around a level, and then all of a sudden Bowser from Game Boy jumps in there.
Oh, you could like mix and match.
You could cross-pollinate. There's fortress bosses from Mario 3 in a world from Mario World. And so he'll do the little like arm flailing and then do the spike thing. And like there's Bowser that you have to jump on the axe. And
then the clown boss from Bomberman shows up and blows up.
Stop it.
I just watched Mario Maker and I'm like, this is all I need. Just endless levels of Mario.
Everyone's throwing back.
Yeah, I would play Mario Maker so much if I had a console that could run it.
Yeah.
But I do not.
I wish I had a
You
Nintendo
do.
Switch.
You have one.
In my house. Yeah.
Me too.
It'd be super cool. I'm in.
I'm super glad we have this podcast, guys, because I
Just don't know anything about
don't
anything.
know
Okay.
any.
Oh, you know what I love watching on YouTube. When I was
Anything
swimming,
regarding the MCU.
When I was stumbling over YouTube for like 16,000 videos for all of the new MCU announcements,
Yep.
that's the best. And then I watched a couple Star Wars announcements, but everybody I'm watching on Star Wars is like, yeah, still not gonna forgive you for what you did. So we're still done. Like it's not enough.
Really?
And then the one thing I saw, I look up there's like new poster for Rise of Skywalker. And then the first thing the DJ says on the YouTube video, he's like, yeah, see the Palpatine's face in the background? Here's a picture of a Palpatine toy from Toys R Us. They actually used a scan of the toy for the movie poster.
No way.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's an exact replica of the toy. Like
They didn't print out the toy.
No, somebody just looked at the toy and then either traced it or drew it. Like it matches
No
pixel
way.
for pixel the Palpatine toy. This is Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. I think he was shout outs to Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers.
Sorry, keep
And
telling
he's
us.
like, yeah, see this? It's the toy from X Toys R Us. Yeah. And then they stick that sucker in there. And they're like, yeah,
see,
this
there's
is a
the-
movie poster. This is good enough. So probably they had some intern do it. And can I just say that aside from using a toy to market your new $1 billion movie, you know what's sad, Jordan? Is I genuinely loved the art. Because it's what Star Wars always should have been about. Even the Last Jedi movie poster had Rey holding up a lightsaber and Kylo and Luke on one side or the other of the blade, indicating Rey is our hero and it's her choice between the light and the dark, right? Like they're just the actual subject-object dialectic, the visual symbology
I don't see
in
the
that movie
Emperor in
poster.
this.
What are you doing?
This done?
No.
No?
Oh yeah, it's a toy.
Where?
The episode, just look up Rise of Skywalker movie poster.
I did.
And it's the one where they're like standing on top of a thing,
Thing fighting and there's
like
that.
lightsabers
Yes,
and
the vertical version.
Yeah.
Golly. Look. Oh,
and then if you look at it, there is a picture of Palpatine in the background.
yes.
Except he's dead, but he's not dead.
Jordan found the one picture in the world
This?
that has
Here, this is.
one.
I'm gonna chat you.
You ruin everything. Yes, so that face in the background is Palpatine. But I love that you have the struggle between good and evil with the darkness looming over them. You know, again, a visual representation, because the Star Wars movies have always been like the fight between good and evil. I'm totally in for everything these movie posters do, and then the movies just, you know, do the Rian Johnson spit in your face. So he actually did you guys hear that? He actually did a
Sorry, I'm back now.
Rian Johnson actually did an interview the other week, a couple weeks ago, on Joseph Gordon-Levitt's new podcast.
Wait, who's that?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He was in the one Inception.
Okay.
Remember Inception, the young kid that was in Third Rock from the Sun?
He was like,
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Third Rock?
No.
It doesn't matter then. Okay. He was in 500 Days of Summer?
Still no.
Okay.
But I know who he is. I know who you're talking about.
All right. It doesn't matter. He was the young guy from
He has a podcast.
From Inception. Yeah. And he had Rian Johnson on, and he was in 2 of Rian Johnson's movies.
Sure.
And Rian Johnson comes out, and he's like, yeah, so when you sit down to write, you really got to be like angry about something, you know, because that's really the wellspring of where my writing comes from.
Rian Johnson said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, you know, and some people, you really have to push the boundaries of wherever it was, you know, and you're just listening to him, and you're like, okay, so what exactly were you angry about? But we actually see that answered in the movie itself when we're like, what on earth could Rian Johnson not like? Because everything he addressed or destroyed in the movie was things he didn't like.
Yeah.
I think he hates.
He probably hates Star Wars.
He hates Star Wars.
But he won't say that.
He hates men.
But
he hates
you see him.
Strong men.
Animal slavery.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, so
this guy's the worst.
These are all the things you hate. Is everything you're basically kicking in the knees? Like, he doesn't say it. He won't come out and say it. That, well, I hate Star Wars, and, you know, I just wanted to take a pot shot at it because, you know, I wanted to be snarky. But that's what he did, and he just said that the thing he does that motivates, that drives his creative force, is being angry about something. And I'm like,
That's terrible.
Yep, that's you. That sums it up. So now when they have all these new Star Wars releases, we're like, everybody on the internet was like, yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi looks like, we like him, but it's not enough. We're still mad at you. Like, we still see Kathleen Kennedy getting up there on stage and announcing how excited she is. And it's like, okay, but everything you do is to just...
She's still hired.
Yes, she still has a puppet job. Like, you can see Bob Iger's, like, hand up her back, like, she has the shortest leash in the world. And if anything else
it bothers
happened,
me that she's still even around.
Yeah,
now.
that she gets to go up on stage and pretend to have a job.
Yeah, like...
So now at D23, she's like, wow, I'm just so excited. And everything. Like, she's the biggest gourd in the world. And she's like, so here comes Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here's Ewan McGregor. And there's like 2 people like, you suck. Like that was the applause. Yeah. And then, but they were happy to see Ewan, and they know that he actually, you know, they're excited to have the new Obi-Wan series that's directly, it's somewhere in between the Clone Wars and
I'm excited for the Clone Wars series.
The finale.
Yeah.
They're going to give us that last season, close that thing. That was the most exciting thing they said. And then they talk about, they're like, here it comes, episode 9 for the series that we totally destroyed any meaning in. And then so what they do at the ending of the movie, which you just saw, Jordan, the ending of the trailer, they show Rey with a double-edged lightsaber.
Yeah, it's Darth Maul.
Well,
I can tell you right now that, and this is, again, the consensus of all of my wonderful friends on the internet, is that thing that you see, there's no way they spoiled something like her going dark in the trailer.
That's a vision. Isn't
It's
it?
a vision. It's a Force vision. It's her seeing into a possible future of, oh no, don't go dark. And because every time she's had an opportunity to do something wrong, she's been overly perfect at every turn. There's no way they're going to sully the name of their perfect hero at the very last minute. No way. So anything, when you see the trailer and you're like, oh my gosh, she's going to be the new evil emperor, that would be interesting and actually unexpected.
So why?
And that would lead us into another movie. Like they couldn't end it there.
Go ahead. That would be an actual cliffhanger ending. That would have actual stakes. At the end of the Last Jedi, you're like, there's nothing left. Everything's dead and nothing matters.
Yeah.
At the very least, if Rey went evil, killed Kylo Ren,
Yeah, but then what I'm saying is they would have to make another movie then.
fine. You know what? If they actually do something that created demand for more Star Wars, unlike the Last Jedi, which did the opposite, which was, I don't need to see the next movie. If you actually did something where you're like, what's going to happen next? If you had any level of tension in that universe left, if that galaxy far, far away had a modicum, a smidgen of what on earth could be on the next episode of...
Yeah.
Nothing. And they, even in their announcement for their timeline, here's our big giant timeline of all of the saga films, they took out all the numbers. So they're just killing the numbering system.
Why?
They're just flattening out the universe because nothing matters. And there is no episode 9 or episode 8. Just don't even, I can't even tell you how much them saying that, you know what, let's actually ruin Rey. Great. That saves the series.
Yep.
That makes her overpoweredness. That means that she's attached to the most powerful things, Palpatine or Snoke or anything, where it was actually worth seeing her be overpowered for no reason. I'm like, oh, good. Oh, everything has a reason now. And I could tell you. Do you guys know why you don't see any original characters in all of Galaxy's Edge Disneyland?
So I haven't been there yet.
Okay,
but
there's no original characters there. It's all the new trilogy.
You're saying from
Do you know why?
4, 5, and 6?
Yeah,
4, 5?
the original characters.
4, 5, 6. Yeah.
None of them are in Galaxy's Edge.
Well, they're
Why?
all dead.
Okay.
Why?
And this even comes back to why 3PO has a red arm.
Okay.
And why there's a square dish on the Millennium Falcon, why R2-D2 is in shutdown mode for most of the episode 7. Everything makes sense. Okay.
Gosh, remember how good episode 7 was?
Compared to episode 8, yes.
Gosh, it
in
was
relative
so
terms,
good.
you know what I really liked? Everything except the protagonist of Rogue One is great.
Yep.
But so here's what happens. George Lucas sold all of Lucasfilm. The only thing he had a stake in now legally was he gets a cut of everything that's an original character
nice.
and all the merchandise that's an original character. So that means that the first thing that Disney said to do was downplay or change. So the characters that they put in the new movies have to be, there's like a percentage different, like it has to be 25% different, or George Lucas gets a cut.
Huh.
And so because of this, Disney was like, I'm not giving you any money. So they gave C-3PO a red arm, which made him 25% different. And they took all the original characters out of because all of their new characters that they create, they get a full cut.
Yeah.
So all of Galaxy's Edge, the original plan for Star Wars Land was going to be like Endor and Kashyyyk and Tatooine and all the original stuff that everybody super duper wanted to go visit, but they killed it all because they didn't want to give George Lucas a cut. And you know what they did when they killed George Lucas's money? Instead of giving him 20%, 50%, it doesn't matter, is they killed any reason to go. You know why? Because nobody cares about the new thing. None of the parents take their kids because they're like, I don't want to go see the new characters. I don't care about any of them. They're all either too perfect or too stupid. Like General Pink Hair, who literally says pew pew when she runs in shooting Finn with a ray gun. You could see her mouthing the words pew pew when she runs in there.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's actually the worst. So now when they're like, oh, but come see her. So now in the new trailer, when they're trying to sell episode 9, they're like, remember all the classic movies that you actually cared about? And we're like, yeah, but you killed everything we cared about in your new movies.
That's the worst.
Yeah, they ruined everything because they didn't want to give George Lucas
greedy.
20%. Yeah, and now they're bringing back all the original characters because nothing sold, and they're like Obi-Wan, he gets a cut of that because it's a prequel character.
Yeah,
but they're like, we'd rather give George Lucas a cut because nothing we make is good. So just do it. Just please make something that will sell.
What they should do is just bring George Lucas back.
Yes.
And have him direct one of them.
It does, but I mean, they already kind of ruined everything, right? So
yeah, I mean, they broke it all.
They broke it all, but they're like, we shouldn't have broken it all. So
what they need to do is at the end of episode 9, Luke wakes up from a bad dream at his training camp where Kylo is there, like, being trained still. Like, roll it all the way back to there.
Honestly, here's what would save the Star Wars franchise is Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy sitting up on stage at D23 and apologizing to the fans and saying that we're sorry. We know we screwed up. We really tried to abandon the past corporately because we wanted all of the money. Like, just to be honest and say, we're sorry. We really screwed it up. And it's our fault. Well, end.
When you have her doing all that dumb SJW stuff.
But to have them tell the fans that they're sorry and they did something wrong.
Yeah. Where she's with a bunch of girls and she's wearing t-shirts that say the Force is female. I'm like, come on. Stop ruining stuff and just get fired.
Okay, but I mean, look at Marvel. Look at Phase 4 of Marvel.
No, I know. They're just ruining it because of greed.
We have Black Widow. We have She-Hulk.
We've already done this conversation.
But we have Wanda.
Yeah.
And then we have Miss Marvel. Do you know who Miss Marvel is? Not Captain Marvel. Do you know who Miss Marvel is?
No.
We did this last time.
We have talked about this already.
Yeah.
But we haven't talked about Miss Marvel because it was announced at D23, not Comic-Con.
Okay.
Oh.
We have not talked about Miss Marvel.
Go ahead. Tell us.
So in addition to the ones that we already had announced at Comic-Con, what was not announced at Comic-Con was She-Hulk, which was new at D23.
Okay. Who's she?
Which is the girl version of the Hulk. It's like his cousin or something. I have no idea how they're going to turn her into the Hulk. So you know the girl he was dating?
No.
Betty Ross?
No.
So Hulk was dating a girl in the original Hulk movie for
the
Marvel.
original Hulk. See,
yeah. He had a girlfriend. It was the lady elf from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So she was in something Collins. So she was in the movie, but she becomes the She-Hulk, but she's the general's daughter. The general becomes a Hulk at some point, but he's the Red Hulk, and she's the Red She-Hulk. This is the Green She-Hulk. It's a soap opera.
Yeah.
Anyway, but somehow they're gonna. So now they have a She-Hulk, so they don't need to do a Hulk movie. They're just gonna have the She-Hulk do stuff, and she's gonna be awesome. And then they're gonna have Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel.
Gosh.
And Miss Marvel's.
They're really getting creative with these names.
Well, what can I say?
Captain Marvel already exists.
Yeah, and then they're going to bring in Miss Marvel.
Did Miss Marvel exist in the comic book before?
Right now?
2 years ago.
Yes.
When did that start?
So she has the power to like stretch her body parts, like grow and like twist her body around. She basically has Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
She's from the Fantastic Four.
So, but she's a Muslim superhero. She's the first Muslim superhero in the MCU.
So brave.
Yeah.
First appearance, just because everybody wants to know, August 2013.
2013.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And so
that was her first appearance in the comics.
Oh, got it.
What they don't show is Miss Marvel. See, now this is how you know Marvel is just doing it for greed and no other reason. Is when you have Black Panther, right? He was in Africa and they had a whole nation state in Africa, and there was a lot of African design. Miss Marvel, on the other hand, when you see her, she's basically a what? She has Starbucks, and she snaps her bubble gum at her teacher, and she happens
she's a younger girl.
Yeah, and she happens to be. She's a teenager, and she just happens to be Muslim. Honestly, if Disney had any bravery at all and cared anything about different cultures and not just money, Captain Marvel would wear a hijab.
Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel?
Miss Marvel, because she would be part of the native culture that, like, why wouldn't you? Like,
yeah.
It's not like you're afraid of Black Panther and other cultures having different ways of life. I mean, why wouldn't you have Miss Marvel introduce people just like, Captain America wears red, white, and blue, right?
Yep.
So why wouldn't Miss Marvel, who's a Muslim superhero, wear a burqa? I mean, I'm just saying, embrace other cultures, Disney. I don't know why culture is so scary to Disney that they won't just like actually give people like the Eternals, right? They're all going to be. I think 4 out of 6 of them now are women, and so I mean, just go whole hog, just be it. Did you?
We talked about this. I'm just astounded
So that's what Phase 4 is going to be.
They're calling them the Eternals.
Well, that's the actual
what they
name.
are.
That's what the name is, Jordan. Just
Well-
like Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm astounded still.
I'm just saying. So they're just gonna do more preaching on Disney Plus. But The Mandalorian looks good. Everybody watch The Mandalorian because
Yeah,
that's
that
Jon
does look
Favreau.
What's the Mandalorian?
Jon Favreau.
Did you watch any D23 announcements?
None.
Okay, so
This
John,
is my D23
do
announcement.
you know who Jon Favreau is?
What you need
No.
to do, Jordan? Let me talk for a second. What Jordan needs to do?
Okay,
is
so
every
Jon
night
Favreau
take one of
is
your
the
allotted
guy
YouTube
who
videos
directed
and
Iron
watch
Man 1.
something
Do
interesting
you know who Happy
that
is
isn't
in
just
the
like
new Spider-Man movie?
electricity nonsense.
The old fat guy that worked for Iron Man. You know
Oh,
who-
yes,
Happy.
yeah, the director.
Yes.
Yes.
That's Jon Favreau.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know
He
names.
directed Jungle Book. He directed Lion King.
Yes.
And he directed Iron Man.
Yes.
And before that, he did a crummy space Jumanji called Zathura. So,
Remember that movie?
so he did nothing, and then he did Iron Man, and now he prints money for Disney. And every time they have a puzzle to solve, they're like, "I don't know how to make this. Call John." So they bring in John, who made Jungle Book and Burke.
Can you talk into your mic? You're getting so far away.
So they called John, and they're like, "Do this thing for us." And they're like, "Yeah." And then he prints money.
Can you?
No. So he gets up there, and he's like, "Yeah, guys, let's do this." And evil Emperor Bob Iger is like, "Hey, John, print more money." Yes. And John's like, "Okay, let's do this thing. And then he remakes The Lion King shot for shot in CGI. Did you ever see the new Lion King, Jordan?
No.
Oh, okay. Literally every scene is CGI, except for the first scene of the sun rising at the beginning when they say, "Na Suenya!"
Is that still the cartoon? Is that the same cartoon?
No, it's a
way.
live action shot
Oh.
from Africa. But then the whole rest of the movie is complete CGI that's photorealistic.
Okay.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I
Did
didn't
you
know
see
it
it?
was. I didn't know it was shot for shot. Is it legit shot for shot?
They
'Cause
don't.
I did watch the new
They don't-
Aladdin, and that was not shot for shot.
Well, no, they're actually going to make a new Aladdin live action Aladdin 2.
What?
That's a new untold story where Jasmine gets to be the king and be the boss and wear the pants and
I'm not surprised
have a
about
chick
that.
and
No way.
tell everybody what to do. Yes,
After watching
Why
the
do they have
first
to ruin
new
every
Aladdin,
story?
this is the story about how Jasmine became Sultan and Aladdin is
pretty much a Lasman now.
and he's just a second-rate character that's a bum and was only cool because he had a genie. But,
But yeah,
boy, Jasmine, she had to pull herself up by her strings.
The
and,
Mandalorian looks great.
yeah, pretty much.
It's
But they can't make it a Boba Fett because George Lucas would get a cut.
Yeah, it's effectively a Boba Fett movie.
But they can't
Or
call
TV
Boba
show.
Fett. Yeah, it's the Mandalorian.
It's a bounty hunter TV show
Yes,
Oh, TV show on
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
on Disney Plus. Which
and they're gonna make it
P.S. totally gonna subscribe to Disney Plus, guys.
Yeah.
so much.
so
Everybody
cheap.
get you know how much you know what you get when you subscribe to Disney Plus.
We already did that.
No. So you get 4 screens simultaneous
Yep.
instead of 2 with my stupid Hulu.
You get
With 4K?
HDR.
4K.
You get 4K.
Woohoo!
You get Dolby Atmos.
Yeah.
You get.
Oh my gosh.
They're
You
just
have to
like,
buy up to
"Here,
that in
take
Netflix
it."
For
Have all the
$7?
stuff. Yeah.
No, just get the $12.99 one so you get Hulu and ESPN thrown in
Yeah.
there as well. Why not?
And now that they have Fox, you have all the UFC fights you could win. It's like whatever. It's like this is it. Goodbye. Did you see Netflix stock just take a dump?
Yep.
Like
That's
they're-
like our weekly update.
Yeah. What's it
this-
at now? I
yes.
I didn't
just
look today.
every week you look at it and you're like, this is never going to come back ever. You can't do anything.
But here's how Netflix. So Disney Plus, or no, sorry, D23 happened.
Yes.
4 hours later,
Yeah.
Netflix released the trailer for Breaking
what?
Bad, the movie.
It's not enough.
No,
It's not enough.
and it looks dumb.
Walt's dead.
Yeah,
There's
what are you gonna do?
like,
They're finding Jesse.
yeah.
Oh, we gotta find
The
Jesse.
continuing adventures of Jesse.
I'm like, it's a movie. We didn't want movies. We
Yeah,
don't care
like-
about Jesse.
And then Jesse's like, okay, he drove off. It's over. End the story.
Yeah, that was super annoying.
The continuing saga of the second-rate character. That's like watching another movie about how Aladdin is a bum and he was only cool because he had the genie. Nobody
did-
wants to see that.
So it didn't even look like Who's the director? Who's the writer?
Jon Favreau.
No, of Breaking Bad.
Vince Gilligan.
Yes, it didn't even look like Vince Gilligan's stuff. The trailer did look totally different.
It doesn't matter.
I was like, you guys are going to ruin this too?
No, but Netflix thinks that it's going to do something. They're going to pick up some IP that's going to save itself. It will never, 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 ever be enough.
Everything on Netflix is now an N next to it. Everything.
All of it.
It's basically like, I'm looking through it, all the top stuff, probably... I'd say 75%.
I have more stuff on my Hulu now. It's just gone.
It is Vince Gilligan.
Yeah.
I figured he wouldn't let it go.
It's he's directing and writing.
Yeah.
But
no, but that's fine. And that's, that's just, again, this is
trailer
just a
just looked
continuing
weird.
saga of Netflix taking a poo. I still have my account, by the way. BT
yeah,
Dubs.
well, we have to wait until Disney Plus is out.
Okay.
Because that's really the ultimate thorn in the side is when you cancel on November 12th.
Yes.
That's when you need to cancel your Netflix.
Toodles! You just...
November 12th, everybody that's listening.
Bye, Felicia!
Show them how the free market works.
Yep. We'll teach Netflix a lesson.
Yeah.
I mean, they really gave it to us so well for the last...
Yeah.
How
And
many
then,
years?
and then they announce all this cool
To be
stuff.
fair, thanks, Netflix.
Yeah.
You took
Held us over.
You forced
You
everyone.
created, you
you created the
world
streaming
where
environment.
everybody wants to make all this cool stuff.
No, but here's the thing. Thank you, Netflix, for making it possible to
See,
sit
like
at home
Jordan Fox. This is exactly what I was trying to say.
and do nothing and binge like crazy. Making binge a thing.
Yeah. And now everybody else is like, I'm going to make the best place to binge. Competition.
Yeah, it's great. I love the free market so much.
Saved.
Yep. And Disney's going to win because in 77
you know what they
days, Disney wins.
So the only thing that happened from this, everybody has to make a big giant peeing match, is we lost Spider-Man to Sony.
Yeah.
Sony took him back.
Wait, why did Sony get him back? How did they get him back?
So I can honestly say that the same people that didn't go see any Star Wars stuff, that didn't go see Solo after they ruined it with The Last Jedi, all of us need to be that mad and not go see the Sony Spider-Man movie.
Didn't
obviously.
Sony do they
Just
did
blackout Sony.
Wait. Sony did the Spider-Man cartoon movie, right?
Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
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 I actually kind of liked that.
That's why they took it back, probably, because they were like, hey, everyone loved this. We can keep doing spider stuff. So how did they get it back? What'd they do? How'd they do it?
No.
I'm so
They
confused.
negotiated with Marvel, and Marvel said, so before, the original agreement was Marvel gets 5% of the movie returns. Like, however much the movie makes.
Just 5?
5%. They get 100% of the toys and, marketing of all the stuff, right? T-shirts, toys, etc. That's all Disney money, 100%. Disney said, we want 30% of the movie.
Oh.
And Sony said, stick it. And they left. And then they leaked it to the internet that Disney said they wanted 50, but that's not what happened. And everybody's like, well, Disney's just being greedy. And it's like,
Disney did all the work.
Disney prints money. Like, you do realize that Marvel has, within 10 years, made more than any other movie franchise ever put together to a factor of 10.
So that last thing, no, just spoilers about the last Spider-Man movie coming.
Yeah.
But did you guys both see it?
I don't
No.
think I have.
So the last Spider-Man movie. Yeah.
All right. So in the last movie, we know that he got teleported away to another dimension at the end.
Wait. No, he did not.
Yes, he did. He was like on a planet far, far away.
Oh gosh, so many spoilers right now.
No. So in the last movie, what happened was
What are you talking about? He
The last
ended up on
Spider-Man
another
movie.
planet.
no,
You didn't even watch the mid-credits, did you?
I did.
Okay, continue.
So in the last Spider-Man movie, at the end of it, Peter Parker is revealed to be Spider-Man by the villain who died. So, are there going to be any more Spider-Man movies done from Marvel or...
And then you see a flash and the mid-credits, and he's teleported to a planet in the middle of freaking nowhere, like a desert planet.
I don't remember that part.
Clearly.
You didn't even see the movie, so you don't even know.
It's true.
But is there going to be any more Spider-Man movies?
Yes.
But only done by Sony? And
Yes.
is he going to be connected to the Marvel movie?
No.
Okay.
He has no more connection to Iron Man anymore.
Because the last one was just another Avengers movie with Spider-Man being the lead character.
Yes.
But now no more of that.
No more interconnected Spider-Man part of the Marvel Universe.
Well, that's a waste of watching Spider-Man now.
Yes. So
That's
all
what
of us
Justin
need
was
to
just
black
saying.
out
Don't go
the
see
Sony
Solo.
Spider-Man movie.
Don't go see Solo.
Don't go see Solo, Justin.
Yeah. Don't go see the
Spider-Man
Spider-Man solo
Solo
movie.
movie.
So they're going to have him fight Venom that they made in the Venom movie. And they're going to have
But
the
we've
whole
already had-
Spider-Venom verse.
We've already had a
That's another throwback.
Venom movie and a
Which is why
Spider-Man fighting
their
Venom.
big thing is they're going to have the Spider-Verse, but live action. So the old Spider-Mans, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, everybody's going to come back.
What?
What?
I'm saying they're going to have like the live action Spider-Verse.
Oh, so all the lame Spider-Man.
Everything they own, every Sinister Six,
Why would
every
you bring
Spider-Man
back
villain.
Tobey Maguire?
Because they can. That's all they have. They have Spider-Verse, and they think they could make as much money with just Spider-Man as they can in the MCU.
Yeah, right. Nobody likes Spider-Man.
So just,
It was nice because it was colorful and
it's just different now.
yeah,
How many people tried to make a Fantastic Four movie or an X-Men movie?
a lot.
So it's,
The X-Men movies weren't.
they made a little bit of
terrible.
money with Venom, right? And
I
then
didn't even know that came out.
Venom was a movie with Tom Hardy, who was Bane. They had Bane from The Dark Knight, from
Yeah.
the Batman movie. He played Venom,
Venom.
in the second time they tried to make Venom at Sony. And then it was okay, but he wasn't a symbiote. He was an experiment, and it gave him like ADHD or something. But like he had like high functioning, hyper focus autism that
It wasn't
and he
even like-
beat people to death with goop.
That's annoying.
Yeah. So he turned into like a Cthulhu, disembodied tentacle monster that ran around killing people. And so now he's going to go fight Spider-Man together, and it's going to make Sony a bunch of money. But all of us need to black it out to bring the Spider home. Because if
I'm
that
cool with
movie makes $300 million like Solo did, then he comes home.
Nice. So he goes back to the
Yes,
Marvel universe.
we have to. If the Fandom Menace has ever done anything good,
They need to lose money on it.
yeah.
like what we did with Solo.
Yep.
But
Everybody,
it didn't work. Well,
What?
it kind of did.
it hurt him.
It did.
Are you kidding me?
And they stopped making other bad movies.
Yeah, they just completely cut off. They're like, you know what? Everything's on hold. What just happened?
But she's not fired.
I know.
She's still there. I'm
The fact
so
that she's
mad.
still there, you know what? But we know we can at least change their plans.
Mm-hmm.
So
So Sony's going down now?
Sony's going to be the next victim of ours.
Okay.
We have to destroy Sony.
All right.
And so the lady that teamed up with Kevin Feige to make Spider-Man come to the MCU, she kind of said some naughty things in an email, and then the Sony email leaks happened. And so she lost her job as like the head of all creative at Sony.
Oh.
And so now she's just a producer helper person.
What?
And the chief of all Sony now is the biggest jerk in the world that thinks he's like Trump of all entertainment. And he's like, no, Disney can kiss it. So he's determined to just stick it to Disney.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So we were replaced with somebody who came out and stood out with Kevin Feige, who has now made the highest grossing movie of all time and 4 out of 5 of the highest grossing movies year over year.
Yeah.
Like all he does is make money, and they're like, no, we don't want to be part of that. So they're going to go do it alone, and we have to destroy them now.
That's a good plan.
I mean, they make really good headphones and TVs, but
TVs are amazing. But let's destroy them from their movies.
I
Yeah.
think so. I think we should just boycott all Sony Entertainment. Because they had the PlayStation Vue, which is now dead because nobody used it.
I mean, and really, PlayStation has always been the inferior console.
Not always.
Don't say that.
I'm just trying to start a fight on the internet.
That's wrong.
I mean, it's true,
but
Xbox
PlayStation is
has
far
always
better.
been better.
Than Xbox.
No,
No,
Xbox stopped selling their stupid little video camera scanner iPhone notch.
They did?
what?
The Kinect.
The Kinect. They just quit selling it because nobody wants that stupid thing.
Okay. PS4 doesn't sell its
Wands?
little wands anymore.
Do they? I don't know.
Can you buy the wands? Can you buy the Harry Potter wand? Can you buy the Wiimotes for PlayStation?
No. That's a Wii thing. Why would you buy one for a PlayStation?
Yeah, you already have a Wii.
I'm just saying.
Xbox is
It's-
better. And they have better exclusives.
They do have better games. They've always had better games.
Fight me.
Fight me.
Xbox?
Yeah, I'm so ready. All right.
Are you ready to boycott?
You guys are. You're now arriving at your destination. It's been hanging. It's been.
See you next time.
Bye.
Shoot us an email. Except I knew every word he was trying to say.